Thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed, who are commenting, who have shared. That really honestly just means a lot to me. We know we're not your traditional tarot card readers. Because as we say, not every therapist is a healer, not every healer is a clinician, and not every clinician will minister to your soul. And it's really about what happens afterwards, right? Like, does this help you? Does this support you? So let's just jump right into it. If you're new here, my name is Ari. I come in 3 flavors: real, raw, and ridiculous. Okay, we had a whole chunk of cards just fall out. Waxing Gibbons Moon, something's coming in. 4th house, Cancer, possession, emotion. What are you coming into? Some type of... All right, so I got 2 messages here, right? You could be someone who is coming into your intuitive gifts, right? Like, and or you're coming into some type of family scenario with someone like coming in literally, right? Like you're about to start a passionate love affair with somebody, right? And like you're about to start a family, or this just recently happened where you met someone, you guys just kind of clicked, and before you knew it, it was just kind of like, this is love. I'm loving this and I'm moving towards this. And then at the center of this, we have a Leo, right? It's about showing up. So there's some sibling interactions. So I don't know if you just recently started dating someone who has kids, and you have kids, and you're learning how to be a blended home. And or you're just learning how to have the strength and the courage to recognize that there's a certain type of love that you deserve, and you're willing to wait for that when it comes to, what it is you wish to establish for your family life. That was a lot, really fast and very quick. All right, Taurus is next. It's the Taurus is affiliated with slow and steady finances, building your wealth. Okay, so again, this is somebody who is really thinking about their future, thinking about their home life, their stability. That's really dope. Okay. All right, so we got the last 2. Jupiter, yep, expansion, Chiron, healing. Okay. I don't know you, I don't know your life. Here's the story. And I'm gonna start over here on the right side of the reading. Okay. So we've got Taurus. You've been making slow and steady progress in expanding something that, that is dealing with all things in the financial sector. That is what, Taurus has a strong affiliation with, right? But it's also about like the beauty of those things, right? To be very grounded, so slow and steady wins the race as far as expansion, and whatever you're expanding on, right? It has a lot to do with your healing, right? You're trying to heal some financial matter, right? You're trying to heal the something so that like you can get back to the beauty of the situation, right? It's almost like you're bringing sexy back, okay? And when I say bringing sexy back, I'm meaning like, you're recognizing that like you have really had to slow down, slow down, slow down. And then look at like, okay, well, what's in front of me, right? What are my expansion opportunities, right? By looking at those expansion opportunities, it's an opportunity to recognize, okay, like where am I going to get the most effective healing, right? Where is this situation going to resolve itself exponentially, right? And quickly, right? So at the center of this, it's Leo, right? So it's like you finally showed up for yourself. And in showing up for yourself, it's like, okay, it take a lot of strength. It take a lot of courage. So I hear that India Ari song, strength, courage, and wisdom. It takes a lot of those things to make whatever this is you're doing successful. And I know it's going to be successful because you have Jupiter, that's that 33 expansion, right? And then you've got Chiron, the healer. So you could be a master healer. You could actually be somebody who decided to take a path towards higher education and or a path towards something that deals with a creative aspect. The funny thing about Taurus is even though they move really slow, they are often affiliated with like beautiful things, like they want a beautiful home. They're great at interior design and decorating. They are, really good at just being attractive in general. They are ruled under Venus, right? And Venus is very much about like, just giving them things, right? Like money comes to most Tauruses pretty easily, right? but it's about what you do with that, right? And so it's like you recognize that if you're trying to grow something, and you want to do it effectively, then you need to do it slowly and methodically, right? So I'm talking to somebody who is methodical about their healing because they're trying to expand something. So you could possibly or potentially be a therapist, a counselor, a psychologist, and or you could be somebody in higher education, and or someone who has a great deal of knowledge about all things beauty, right? So this is somebody who's growing in their influence. Ooh, I love that for you, right? And it takes a lot of strength to do these things, right? But also, most Leos have this dynamic personality, right? They're noticeable, right? We're not talking somebody who like shrinks in anxiety. We're talking about somebody who shows up, right? And when they show up, they show out. I love that for you. Okay, and then on the left side, and that's at the center of the reading, on the left side, we've got the waxing Gibbons moon, the fourth house, and arrows, right? So this is about like your passions, right? Like how do your passions help with your home, right? It's about, so Cancer, well, this is fourth house, which is affiliated with Cancer, but that's family, that's home, that's lineage, right? So what type of abundance are you coming in? Love is a powerful emotion, okay? So I'm not sure if you know this, but somebody might be hijacking the positive emotion of love to attract their abundance in, right? It's making you show up differently. It's a manifestation hack. So somebody is like, they've hacked a manifestation to build generational family love doing something that they love. But what they're doing takes time. It takes time to build. But it's almost like you are the force behind it because you stood up against those who say, what you doing? Why you doing that? Right? That takes strength, right? That takes courage. But beyond that, it was like, okay, well, I'm going to be who I am. And so it's like loving yourself and your personality and how that, really kind of like spreads to others. It's almost like whoever you are, wherever you are, you don't realize this, but you stand out from the crowd, right? Your passion is palpable. You manifest shit so easily, and you're pretty good with money because you can expand an idea. Wow. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope that was helpful to you. These are very quick today. They're like, get to the point. Some of y'all, they want you to know, like, you got to get to the point. I think you think slow and steady means like, carefully mulling over what you need to say to people. And it's like, don't get to the point. Get to the point. Some shit you just got to cut off at the head. Get to the point. All right. Okay, what flew out? Oh, it's okay to be lit when surrounded by the darkness. I tried to tell you. All right. That's dope. So your light is a natural gift. Again, you are somebody who stands out. It's like you can't even help this. I'm going to put that at the center of the reading with the Leo card. All right. What's next? All right. You should learn to bet on yourself. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Again, what you're coming into is recognizing what do you need to do for your family? How are you going to go about establishing something you're passionate about? Love that for you. All right. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. It's true. Sometimes we be afraid of nothing. I mean, like, why is this shit like this? All right, last but not least, the key is to believe in your magic. The key is believe in your magic. And I just said that somebody, you've hijacked the feeling of the positive emotion, the energy attached to love, okay? And that is helping you expand. And this thing that you're expanding on, it gives you influence. It's a beautiful thing, whatever it is you're doing, right? It attracts money to you. I love that for you. Remember, not every therapist is a healer, not every healer is a clinician, and not every clinician will minister to your soul. You can book your session at tactfuldisruption.co.